It's 1:16 Central Time on Tuesday, and they're unloading. It's the 16th. I have to look at paperwork, otherwise I don't know what day it is. It's a work day. So, waiting to unload coils. The first set are going to give them problems because of the long boards, but once we get that out of the way, everything else should be butter. It's like, I don't know, 61 with a slight breeze here. It's awesome. I love the north. I can't wait for winter. Call me crazy, but that's normal. They've unloaded a couple coils already. You can see what I had. 2, 1, 1, 2, and there's another 2. Now they're trying to figure out how to get these off. So they got tiny forklifts. All right. You can see it's parking time. Lots of trucks, but I park in the back where the spots are. I'm at a Petro, and let's see, I-39 in Wisconsin, exit 108A, and it's considered a large, and it is. This is a large truck stop, and I'll have to walk maybe, I don't know, less than a quarter of a mile to get to the store, but I don't mind. Okay, this is kind of an interesting load. These are large bags of sand. The size of the bag takes up an entire pallet, and that's about, it's about as tall as a pallet too. And I've got trip chains on the palletized cargo. Beep. Hopefully my battery can handle this because it's getting low. And then I've got straps, one for each set of bags, except for the front and back each have 2. And I have to stop frequently to tighten these straps, because the bags, they filled them up when I got there. And as with any bag, as soon as you push on it, the sand separates into the 2 halves that you're dividing it. So you'll tighten it up. I tighten it up, and then about 100 miles later, I'm pulling over because I want to check these things, and I'm getting a lot of play in these straps. So I have to. It makes me very conscious of the fact that I need to check these regularly. And you can see how this is one tarp, and it almost made the entire load, but I ended up. You have to use 2 in order to cover it all. So it's about 739 or 740, and there's a nice little hill there. Yeah. Wisconsin is a nice place. I have 12 bags of sand. All of them are 4,000 pounds a piece, except for one is 3,000 pounds. So that gives me 47,000 pounds of sand on the back of my deck. I don't know. You do that every time. Every time. There was something in my truck I think I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember. What? Can't. There was something specific, and I can't remember what it was. There is also a blue beacon here, so in the morning before I start my day, I will. It's in that direction. That's why I park down on this end. It's a long parking area. And I parked down on this end of the parking lot, because right around that corner where you can see that truck with the railroad steel tires on it, train wheels, that's like the entrance to the Blue Beacon. So I'll run through there. The company pays for it because they have an account and they want us to wash the trucks regularly. So it's due, even though I think it still looks fairly clean, but it. Things are starting to dirty up. Let's see. Man, see, I had this thing in my mind, and I can't remember. You know, I gotta write this stuff down because I had, you know, I have these thoughts when I'm oh, I remember now. The my camera. Beep. That's what the MyView 388 looks like. And I think it gave up the ghost today. I can't get it to turn on. So all this footage you're seeing this week, or I guess the week before this video, because this will come out a week from today, is sorry, it will hopefully not get you too pumped up on seeing road footage, because I can't film road footage anymore, or pull video, I guess pull video off of that camera anymore. So I may have to make an investment, though it's not a true investment because it won't pay back. You know, if I want to buy another camera, it's more of just spending and not making an investment. But earlier they had trouble initially pulling off the coils off of that shotgun load, but we used one of my chains and we pulled one of the coils back far enough to where you can pick it up, and then the pieces of wood were spaced enough to where I can, as soon as he picked up a coil, I can remove the wood and get all the material out of the way so I can get to the next coil. It was just the first couple that were kind of difficult. And you can kind of see, I don't know why I necessarily picked this one, other than whatever, it works. And I always get out and look, so everything went fine. You know, I'm lined up. I really feel comfortable backing up to docks. I guess I can film while I'm walking. Wow, somebody dropped their flatbed. No kingpin lock, that's crazy. You see that? You can see the, everybody, let me run across here. Whoop, whoop. We got trucks trying to park everywhere. That's the Petro right there, so I'm really not that far away. But what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, kingpin. That's it. It'd be nothing for somebody, you know, you hear that happening. People, see, do not enter, use stairway. I guess that's just runoff. So you got this, but then there's a bigger store over there. But anyway, my camera is giving up the ghost. Uh-oh. I guess this isn't the stairway either. I fueled up at a Love's. In fact, I've made almost a complete transition onto fueling at Love stops, because they give you a lot more points than the Pilot does after a certain level. Not to mention the free soda. Once you hit platinum, I think it's, well, once I hit the next level, I get like, every time I go in, I get free sodas and a free shower for the entire month, which is the way I like it set up. I hear they're supposed to have a Dairy Queen in here. We'll find out. The other thing I think I'm coming to feel as a truck driver anyway is that I talked to, when I initially started, I talked with a truck driver that had been driving for over 20 years with Maverick, and he says, you know what, you need to give yourself a good 6 months before you make any decisions. And I think I understand that now, because up until this point, you know, I'm always fighting you know, hitting myself in the head saying, why is this really what I want to do? Because there's difficulties in this kind of work, and that seems to be subsiding, which I'm kind of surprised about, because as I approach my 6-month mark, which is next month, I find myself thinking all kinds of things, but I see that diminishing to the point where I think when I hit the 6-month mark, I'll be like, you know what, I can see myself doing this for a while. So I would say that for everybody else that is contemplating truck driving, when you start, you're gonna, you know, encounter difficulties, but give it a good 6 months. That's it. There's a good shot of the truck at dusk. I ended up having Subway instead of the old Dairy Queen, because Dairy Queen seemed to have nothing but various types of hot dogs. Excuse me, but I did get a dipped ice cream cone. So you can see, I have a lot of empty space on my deck, but that's 47,000 pounds of sand. All right, that's enough.